candidate for District, Texas House District 41 in the Democratic primary. District Attorney Terry Palacios is here. Judge Sergio Valdez. And he's quiet right now.
First time.
JJ Joaquin, JJ Zamora. Paul Rodriguez, who is STC Board of Trustees. Dr. Ramiro Caballero, who's a Forest City Commissioner. And Judge Joanne Garcia, for our probate judge. Thank you all for coming out tonight.
Lucy Thompson.
Lucy Thompson.
Lucy Thompson.
She was a Veronica, former commissioner for McAllen.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I moved to McAllen in 2005 when I accepted a political science instructor's position at South Texas College. I met my beautiful wife Irma in 2007, and in 2008 we were married. We lived outside of Edinburgh for a few years, but in 2012 we purchased our forever home in District 5. I am a fiscally conservative independent. People keep asking, are you a Republican? Are you a Democrat? I'm very honest. I'm an independent, but I'm a fiscally conservative independent, and honestly think that social issues are not really in the purview of city government.
Amen.
State and federal, those are state and federal issues as far as I'm concerned. Right? All right. My number one priority is public safety. In fact, my first venture into McAllen politics began by gathering signatures in 2018 to save Fire Station number 2. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the fire station on Harvey and Main. In 2018, there was discussion. It needed to be torn down and rebuilt because of asbestos and other issues. But there was talk about moving that fire station over by Nicky Row on La Vista and Ware Road, and that was unacceptable. That would have left the center of the city without a fire station. One of the reasons my wife and I love our home is the proximity of the fire station and the police department. We feel very safe. We've always felt very safe in the center of McAllen in District 5. McAllen is known as one of the nation's safest cities, and as your commissioner, I intend to ensure that we maintain that ranking. I am a servant leader. District 5 needs someone who places public service over personal ambition and has no business connections with the city. I will do my best to be a delegate representative for my constituents, putting their preferences ahead of my own. I will push for greater governmental transparency. I've often heard residents complain that agenda items are being moved to executive session when they should be discussed in open meeting. So I will work to ensure that all items that can be discussed in an open meeting will be. I also vow to hold town hall meetings to keep constituents informed. I am pro-business and pro-growth, but that growth must be balanced. We need to ensure that future growth does not outstrip our water and electrical resources. That's a big deal now, especially water, but if you're not aware of it, our electrical grid needs some help too, right? To make sure that any continued growth, we can maintain our way of life as we enjoy it today, right? We also need to find a balance between the needs of businesses and the needs of our residents. Ordinances are created to manage community life and ensure that rules are followed. If my constituents believe that ordinances should be changed, I will work to do so. But until ordinances are changed, they should be followed. I do not support special treatment for some residents but not others. If variances are requested, perhaps the Uniform Development Code should be re-examined. Downtown revitalization continues to be a priority of mine. It was on my list of priorities in 2019 when I last ran. I support continuing efforts to revitalize downtown buildings to make them more attractive to shoppers. But I've also heard many people complain about being ticketed when they shop downtown. While I recognize that many business owners do not want cars parked in front of their stores all day, preventing their shoppers from finding convenient parking, there are some areas of downtown where business owners do not want parking meters. And I'm thinking, for example, on Broadway, south of Erie, where we have an optometrist office, we have a physician's clinic, and we have 3 consulates. And there are parking meters out in front of those businesses and consulates. I guess you have to pay the meter to go have a visit with the consulate. I don't know. We need to, I believe, re-examine where our parking meters are placed. I do support an effort to do a study on that and see if there's some areas where they can be removed. If you're familiar with that area, it's so far away from the downtown shops that they'd probably be better off parking in the garage anyway than making that long trip. So we need to be listening to our neighbors, listening to our business community as well, and trying to make sure that, that we can please as many as people as possible, obviously knowing that you can never please all the people. When the campaigning ends, the hard work begins. Please make sure that you vote for someone who does not need on-the-job training. Vote for someone who's experienced and passionate about District 5. I've studied political science for nearly 40 years. I've taught American and Texas government for over 20 years. I've held leadership positions at South Texas College for nearly 20 years. I served on the faculty senate as a senator, a parliamentarian, and president. I currently am the chair of the 7th largest academic department at South Texas College, the political science department. I've also held leadership positions at the local and state levels. I'm the president of Futuro RGV, the chair of the McAllen Traffic Safety Commission, a member of the McAllen Housing Finance Corporation, and a member of Texas Community College Teachers Association's Legislative Committee. By the way, I'm also the only resident who attends McAllen budget workshops. It used to be Nedra only, and it was Nedra and me, and unfortunately now it's only me. But it's a great way to learn more about where our money is being spent. And then there are public comment options available if you want to speak before the meetings, right? I've done that once. This year I didn't feel the need to do so. But yeah, stay informed, and I will help as your commissioner. I will try to keep everybody as informed as I possibly can. McAllen is the best city in the RGV. And as your commissioner, I intend to make sure it remains so. So on May 2nd, please vote Mark Murray for McAllen City Commissioner, District 5. Thank you. Sorry, I forgot to announce the First Lady of McAllen at the Lois.
You heard his speech. He is very passionate, as we are. We're very passionate about McAllen. We love McAllen. I started working here right out of college in '85, and I always said I had the best of both worlds. I lived out in the country and I come to the city. But I was lured to the city, and I always loved Old Town. My 2-week vacation, I spent it looking for a house in Old Town. We found a house on Vine, which we absolutely loved. I could afford more space, but it's a smaller house. But
we could afford less stuff.
That was cute.
So, in saying that, we truly appreciate, we love our community, and we've done this, we've done community service. I mean, Marty and I were in high school together. We would do all kinds of stuff. It's something that's just in your heart. You have a service heart. We haven't just started doing this 6 months ago or a year ago. This is our passion. Anything that we can do to help our neighbors. One time we had a freezing aspect, and I went over to Lowe's and bought all these tubing things, and Mark was putting it in all the neighbors' houses and stuff because that's what we love to do. So he is a man of ethics, transparency, black and white, fiscally conservative. Unfortunately, I can't visit OKs all the time. But if you want someone who is going to be listening to you, what I absolutely admire about Mark, he's very well educated. He's a PhD candidate. But at the same time, when we were engaged, he was digging the pozo at Christmas time for my family when he doesn't even eat meat. So he's very humble. We've seen situations where there's a car and they're stalled and he'll get off, tell them what to do, and he pushes them out of the way, So he's never above anyone. I respect that, I admire that, because my family were blue collar, and he's even friends with the dog at STC and security. So that tells me a lot. He never thinks that he's better than anyone, and I think that's important, because as a commissioner, it's not about what you can get out of it, it's what can we do to serve you. So in closing, thank you so much. I have wonderful friends here that I have my prayer warrior group as well. Can't do this without prayer. So, and my wonderful family who are supportive. They can't vote for us, and I did tell them, they said, well, can we vote? No, that's voter fraud. Please enjoy each other's company. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here for us. And please tell your friends, District 5, to vote for Mark Murray. If you have any questions, reach out to him. Yes, sir.
Mark, is it true that your election is going to be the only one on May 7th?
May 2nd, that's correct, May
Right,
2nd.
in other words, there's not going to be anything else.
There'll be nothing else on the ballot.
It's only going to be your district.
That's correct.
So getting people to vote is going to be the most important thing if you want to
Absolutely.
get Mark Murray elected. Is that right?
That's correct.
Thank you, Paul.
Something was pointed out over here based on Jody's statement. It's not getting people out to vote, it's getting people out to vote for a certain candidate.
Correct.
Yeah.
Just saying.
As a political scientist, I want everyone to be informed and to vote. But in this particular case, I want you to vote Mark Murray.
It's April 20th through the 28th
April 20th through the 28th is early voting, election day, Saturday, May 2nd.
at
So-
McAllen.
At McAllen, yeah.
Well, that's the only one that's gonna be open on that day, at that
That's-
time?
Yes. So I recommend early voting. I don't know if there will be long lines. As Paul Rodriguez was saying, it's a special election. It's the only race on the ballot. Unfortunately, we don't have huge voter turnout even in a general election at this level. It'd be great if we could improve on that. So if you know folks who aren't registered to vote, speak to them. You don't have to be a voter registrar. Send them to the Texas Secretary of State's website, have them download the application and mail it in, or drop it off at the elections department on Conway and Edinburgh. It's not hard to do. Any other questions? Mark?
I have a question. Early vote is also at McAllen?
It's gonna be at Lark,
Where?
at Lark,
Lark?
at the fireman station, on the fireman, and
And at Palmer.
So the question is, early vote in 2 weeks is for the
It's a
1 week.
1 week, where is it at?
Lark and.
Lark Community Center, Palmer Community Center, and the Fireman's Park.
Correct.
You all know where University is, right?
Yeah, and the day of, it's only at McAllen.
That's correct.
Got it.
Any other questions? If you don't have questions tonight, most of you know how to contact me. We're finalizing our door hangers, push cards. My email will be on there. It's MurRay, like Mr. Murray, I didn't choose that. It's actually mrmurray7716@gmail. But I didn't choose Mr. Murray. My middle name is Robert. I give my name to my students. If I was choosing an email, I wouldn't choose Mr. Murray. It'd be something cool. But it's easy to remember. So Mr. Murray 7716@gmail. And a lot of you have our phone number. Just contact us. I'm happy to talk to anybody and everybody. I want to know what the issues, concerns, and problems are in District 5 and how I can help resolve them.
Thank you. I don't know